Okay, here's the final part to the waterfall drawing. I'm just adding in some more branches right here, but I'm going to show you guys how to do the plants and the water in a second.
Now for the little plants that you put around the bottoms of the trees, you're going to want your pencil to be really sharp so that you can get a lot of really fine detail in. So when you add the plants in, you're really just, the majority of them are just lines. And you start off by pressing down kind of hard and then just go up so that it goes into a point. I always like to add more trees into the background. Just erase away a few more lines. Add some shading in.
You don't really have to add very much detail to the background trees.
You can also add in smaller trees.
For these smaller trees, you can erase away the trunk, but for the branches, you can just start drawing them on and add on leaves like I showed in part 5. But I'll show you how to highlight the leaves and branches in a second. Adding the highlights in on these little trees is really easy. You just take your eraser and gently erase away some spots on the side closest to the moon. I slowed this part down to normal speed just because I wanted to show you guys, this section of trees on the left actually took me about 30 minutes to do, so you should really take your time.
Okay, the last thing I do is add the water in at the bottom here. So all you're doing for this is horizontal lines, just like this. At first you can start doing these with more of like the edge of your pencil. You don't have to have it straight up and down on the very point. You can kind of get more done with the edge. Make sure you got something to cover up what you've done so you don't smear it. The thing about adding the water is it's harder to erase because it's really dark up by the rocks. So I leave quite a bit of room because we're going to have to make more light areas in here where the water's splashing down. And it can kind of make it look like there's waves coming, like ripples from the water, by just adding darker spots. And you gotta add highlights in where the falling water is hitting. And the main thing that you gotta keep in mind is make sure that all the lines are going the same direction. Make them all horizontal so that it keeps the flow. It's gonna look weird if you start trying to do lines in any other direction. Another cool effect that you can get with the water is you take the eraser and you're going to kind of like roll it back and forth. It'll make just little waves in the water. Make it kind of choppy looking. You can always go back in and darken stuff again if you made it too light.
Okay, so this is the final result of the waterfall drawing. So I hope you enjoyed this series. I worked pretty hard on it. So please rate and subscribe and comment if you want. I'll be making more videos in the future. Also, check the sidebar. I'll post a couple links in there. One of them will take you to this image so that you can use it as a reference. The other one's to my buddy's video. He did a really cool version of this drawing. So subscribe to him. He makes some cool art videos. And thanks a lot for watching. Good luck.